Hitoshi Iwaki, the creator of Parasyte, chose a high school setting due to a scene he had thought of during the conceptual design of Parasyte. When considering a scene where Migi turns his shape into a penis in front of Satomi Murano, which is a hilarious scene which we all pretty much remember, Iwaki believed that this type of scene would work best in a high school, so he therefore decided to create Parasyte in that type of environment. Originally, Parasyte was created around 1990 and 1995, so all character designs were based off that time. Therefore, with the current serialization of the series, it was decided to make all characters more modernized in terms of changing characteristics and settings and environments. For example, mobile phones and internet are being more prevalent in the show, whereas in the manga, books and such were used to depict how Migi gained his knowledge. And as you can see from this fan-based video, you can see the differences between the designs, and I hope you guys enjoy that little clip. In the anime Pokemon, within the original 151 Pokemon as we know, Paris was originally going to be called Parasyte. However, this was changed to Paris because Parasyte was already being used by the manga, and to avoid conflict, the name was changed. But it's funny enough that Paris, if you look into the Pokédex, Paris's original design is similar to Parasyte's, where it takes over a host's body and embeds itself into it. In episode 148 of Hunter x Hunter anime, there's a hidden Easter egg of Parasyte in which the shopkeeper is reading Parasyte, where Migi is displayed onto the magazine. So it's pretty funny how Madhouse produces both the shows, and they decided to put that. And it's also worth mentioning that Yuppie within Hunter x Hunter is inspired and based on Gotou from Parasyte. This is more evident if you put both of them next to each other and compare their characteristics and features. In Parasyte, the most prevalent thing about it is Migi, in which he takes over Shinichi's right hand. Well, in real life, the people actually experience these type of things, which is the syndrome called alien hand syndrome, where it's a neurological disorder that causes hand movement without the person being aware of what is happening or having control over the action. The afflicted person sometimes reach for objects and manipulate them without wanting to do so, even to the point of having to use a healthy hand to restrain the alien hand. So this is actually a real disorder that people suffer from in real life. Of course, it's not a Migi, but it's actually a mental disorder that some people suffer from. Migi actually has two voice actors, which are both women, Ao Hanaro and Rinka by her stage name, who is a 17-year-old beatboxer, in which she created the sound effects for Migi's movements, for example, which gives him that species alien type feeling that we perceive when seeing him on screen. So here's a clip of her talent, and I hope you guys enjoy it, where both voice actors are interacting with one another.
Anime 寄生獣性の確立日本テレビ他にて放送中。
Hitoshi Iwaki was once asked in a letter by an editor, if Migi took over Shinichi's left hand instead of his right hand, would he be called Hidari instead, which means lefty? Iwaki answered that would be Hidari, but he wouldn't wanting to call him that because it would relate to Kuzin Hidari and Tenpei Hidari. So the name would bring people's mind at old men. So that's why he didn't think it was a good idea, and that's why he decided for Migi to take over Shinichi's right hand instead of his left hand. If you guys haven't seen it already, it's only 24 episodes. It's definitely within my top 10 animes of all time. The music itself is freaking amazing. Tracks I can think of called Next to You. Next to You is one of the best songs I've heard in my entire life. Like, that, I can just relate to that song so much.